Residents in one Chatham County neighborhood say they don't feel safe in their own yards because of ongoing traffic issues.
They tell News 3 the county isn't doing enough to help. WSAV's Tyler Carmona spoke to people living along Garrard Avenue about their concerns.
Neighbors tell me that a sharp curve on Garrard Avenue is putting them in danger. One neighbor tells me she's had both of her cars hit in her own driveway. Another neighbor tells me he's had to go through 6 mailboxes in the past 4 months. He's even had somebody drive through his own bedroom.
We want something done. I grew up out here and we never had any problems like this until they put the curve here, and now people just use it for a speedway.
Mary Maglia has spent her whole life on Garrard Avenue. On 2 separate occasions, somebody driving on the curve has rammed their car into a parked car on her driveway. She says despite countless attempts to address this with the county, nothing has been done.
They want to do what they want to do. They don't want to listen to what we have to say.
Although the speed limit at the curve is 25 miles per hour, neighbors tell me that cars regularly drive through with speeds exceeding 70 miles per hour. One resident tells me that a reason for this uptick is that Garrard Avenue is being used as a shortcut to bypass traffic.
Well, there's more and more people seem to be using this as a commuter route now to avoid the tailbacks on a Geechee at rush hour. They're coming through here to the far end and going out Buckhalter back onto a Geechee to avoid the tailbacks. And it just seems to get worse and worse.
The most serious incident occurred in 2022. A car flipped onto a neighbor's front yard, killing the driver of the vehicle and knocking over a gas line, forcing many people to evacuate the neighborhood. Roy Newsom's a resident of Garrard Avenue and was the owner of the house that this took place at. He says his property is crashed into at least once a month. He even showed me what he calls his mailbox collection.
It's been around. I've been here at least once a month. The fences or the gates and all been knocked down.
Residents say they think the county's decision to widen the roads by 10 feet will actually make things worse. They say it'll encourage people to speed even more. Reporting in Savannah, Tyler Carmona, WSAV News 3 on your side.
WSAV has reached out to District 5 Commissioner Tanya Milton for comment, but she has not responded.